There's a certain kind of woman you meet in life. One who doesn't flirt loudly, doesn't chase, doesn't throw herself into your orbit like others do. She's not giggling around you. She's no texting late at night, and she's definitely not posting hints on social media hoping you'll notice. In fact, if you didn't know any better, you'd think wasn't interested at all. But here, that's the paradox. She's the one half feels the most. She's the one who thinks about you more than she wants to admit. She's Theon, whose heart races when y'all walk into thumb, but whose pride won't let it chow on her face. Because when a woman likes you deeply, it's not casual, it's not fun and games. Personal. It's raw, and it terrifies her. Shake a normal around youer event distant. She might avoid your eyes. She might keep things light and detached. But Tun's surface is a whirlwind off emotion as she's trying to control bees deep down. She knows you're a different and different dangerous. Different means she could get hurt. Different means she'll lose control. And so Tita flang in. She pulls back. Bothers what most men miss. Even when she hides it, her feelings leave behind a trail dead in her eyes. Inner tone, inner body language, inner sulens. And once you understand how to read that trail, we'll never again left wondering what's really going on. So, in this video, I'm going to show you 7 hidden behaviors that were municipally hen. They secretly like you to plea buttoned, want any, and these are in the obvious scenes you've heard 1,000 times. These are the subtle patterns, the hidden confessions, the emotional reflexes that betray us to proud or too afraid to say out loud. If you've ever felt like a woman like D-Butt was pulling away at the time, if you've ever sensed a connection but couldn't figure out with suddenly, become colder, quieter, or more formal, you're about to understand exactly why and what to do next. Dive in. Most men walk through life blind toe hats right in front of them. They wait for the obvious scenes. They wait for a woman to better act, clear and expressive. They wait forwards. But there's the truth most men have learned. The deeper her feelings go, the quieter she becomes. Because even when a woman truly likes you, not casually, not playfully, not the I'll text him back in a few hours kind of off-licking, but the deep-sounding kin fat itches her emotionally. She doesn't bam louder about it. She becomes more careful. Suddenly, she's ever thinking very move, trying not to starry. She's trying not to let her voice shake. She's trying to pretend. She's fine when she's standing inches away from the one. Mama's got her heart beating out off rhythm. And in her mind, that's 04 because real desire isn't just texting. It's destabilizing. It threatens her emotional control. Dr. Khan's parts offers she's been trying to keep buried, and it makes her a stirrifying. Questions. What if he doesn't feel the same? What if I show too much too soon? What if I open myself and guard again? So what does she do? She has it. She masks it with indifference. She builds walls with politeness. She turns down the loom of her biddy language while her heart pounds bend the silence. And this is where 99% of men go wrong. They assume she's not interested. They assume her. Distance means disconnection. They assume herness means move on. But fourth F. Hohov developed disciple O awareness, that calm stoic ability to observe subtle energy shifts, to feel or without needing her to speak to notice signs. Shed even realize shifts, giving men see the truthened echoes of these. See what most can't they become what most women never find. This video is for that man, the man who doesn't chase, the man who doesn't beg for attention. The man who watches room in silence and reads everything loud and clear. Today and going TOIU, the hidden behaviors. Women discipline one they like deeply but can't admit it. These are the tricks. Or reclakes. These are the emotional fingerings Afro male desire. The patterns that escape even the most emotionally guarded women. 'Cause while her lips may stay silent, her body will speak. Her energy will shift and her eyes will tell through whole story. Butler, you're wise and auto-notice. Let's get into it. 1. Camoose. Emotionally guarded. Right when you expect openness at first glance, Chaz is polite, maybe even cold. Shamik's Mo laughs at the right moments and carries herself with confidence. Mutman, things get real when you look her in the eyes. Ask a question. Fat cuts deeper or say something's answer. Her entire energy shifts. She pulls back, her posture tightens. Her tone becomes safer, more calculated. Sure, directs the conversation or brushes it off with humor. Now, most men misinterpret this as a lack of interest, but the truth. She's emotionally guarding herself because she likes you too much and she doesn't want to give that part away. You've triggered something real in her and will scar her. She's not being cold. She's protecting hers from a feeling that's quickly growing beyond her control. And instead of expressing it, she retreats via mask-off distance. The more she senses your emotional intelligence. 4. She tests you not to play games. Booty, can you handle the fire behind her silence? Or will you misread her like every other man has before? 2. Shetries, to still hide her attention. Bother Subkonsyovsky is giving her away. She'll pretend NATO look a talk to others while you're Anerby. She'll might not even say hello. Inu entered the room, but then Yao catch her glancing hen, she thinks. You are not watching. You feel her presence around you. Morphed-in bows. She laughs at you or jokes Van when she's not part of a conversation. She positions herself where she can hear you, since you feel your energy with a toe. You. Why? Because she's interested. But she doesn't want you or anyone else. Oh no. So she does what? So many emotionally intlinged women do. When overwhelmed by her, she starts managing her presence around you, hiding behind a normal behavior. While her interior nervous system is begging for connection. She's paying attention, Toyo. Your words, your tone, your energy, all of it. Even when her eyes avoids, her focus is razor dash, sharp out. And here's the hidden truth. The woman who avoids you the most might body one lows thinking about you the most. 3. She overcorrects in tally just to keep herself composite. There's a moment when a woman realizes you've impacted her emotionally, not just physically, not just intellectually, but emotionally. ... And when that happens, something strange occurs. She doesn't flirt more. She becomes more formal. Most mechanical, polished, distant do. It's her shield. She avoids casual couches. Stop joking, Asmac. She'll speak carefully, not because wants chop issue away, but because SCA's trying to stay composed while her feelings are rare aspiring underneath surface. This is the paradox. The deeper hair attraction runs the more proper sheep beckons. As if professional distances emotional linticky, as if treating you like a stranger could quiet fire inside her, and yet the signal waste leg through, the hesitation in her voice on accessory boundaries. The constant off-correction, it's not ejection, it's restrained. It means you're more powerful in her world than she's read admit for, sure. Mirrors you, not consciously by instinctive. One of the most primal sense-off connection when Simeon's emotional sense with you, they begin consciously copy your body language. Rhythm, tone, and gestures, even your breathing. And when a woman likes you deeply, but is trying to keep it hidden, mirroring becomes azulent lake of her suppressed emotions. She might sip the way you sit. Cross her legs when you do. Sip or drink after you sip. Your earth match your emotional energy when you speak. This is the flattery. It's not manipulation. It's chemistry that's too strong to contain. It's sure emotional system oughtening too. You're Steven when her words say nothing at all, and here's where the stoic man passed. You don't look for watches. You read how she moves around you, how she responds to your stillness. How matches your calm without realizing that kind of subconscious. Sensing is never fake. Raw attraction, bleeding throat. The mask of normally 5. She brings up other men but watches yak closely. When she does, when a woman likes you but is trying to gauge your interior as to protect her pride, she may mention other men in passing. Maybe she'll say Zen on mistake. My friend said something funny about Minari, the worst. But the key, she isn't telling Yao about those men. She's watching you. She wants to know. Are you listening? Are you affected? Do you seem disinterested or possessive? Do I shift? Do you stay calm? It's not a game. It's emotional conness. It's trying to radio without. Exposing herself because if she's fallen for you, she's also afraid offing alone. And so cautious lie intentionally. And if you remain steady on fist, masculine, curious, but not reactive, you show her something powerful. You have kind of man who doesn't flinch. And that's exactly of man Shuensto open up to 6. She tells you off stories, then retreats into safety. One moment, she's telling you about her childhood, the next she's changing the subject. 1 minute she gets vulnerable fun, immediately pulls back with Aelor a joke. This icy motion exposure in real time. She gives you a glimpse off her heart, but a socken. Sheffield feels seen. She hides a tag and why? Because Thiev touched a nerve. You've reached ass-pace inside of her that Mosman never reach. Can as much as she wins to Goddip. Reach can as much as she wins to Goddifer, just afraid of what you'll see and whether you'll stay, ... So she gives you breadcrumbs of depth at tiny tests of safety dots. Silent invitations for connection masked as casual stories. But if you respond with presence, nourish, no pressure, no judgment, that's when she begins to you with story. And once a woman trusts you emotionally, she starts giving you something even more valuable than her attention. Her truth points. Even Shetty appears. Emotionally, not to reject you, but to contain her. The hardest on to accept in the mass misunderstood. Sometimes when a woman truly likes you, she distances herself emotionally, physically, suddenly. No warning, due reason, just a shift. You'll feel her fade from your world. I feel you lassum. She's last interest, but reality. She's overwhelmed by the depth of her feelings. And her first instinct is control. She needs space to think that'o analyze ... to protect their dignity to not falling for a man. We might not fall back. The silence isn't ejection it. It's the self-preservation. She's stepping away to keep her overtaking her judgment and hairy paradox. If you chase she or if you panic, she claws tighter. But if you stay calm, grounded in your masculine stillness, she feels safe. Remember why she felt so drawn to you in the first place. And eventually, Shern's not with wolves. It's time, but with curiosity. To boss, you've shown her thought. Emotional diff doesn't have Tommy an emotional case. So now that you've assigned these signs, you understand what most men ever will, that when a woman likes you deeply, it doesn't always look like what you expect. It's YITY.ite. It's not always oi ... night. It's not always loud, smet, AZITES, a subtle silence, a sudden distance, a careful glance. Quote, shift in energy that speaks louder than any words could. And the difference between an average man and the grounded, emotionally aware man is that average man gets confused, impatient, or insecure. He needs answers. He wants proof. He chases what's already trionicome toward him, and doing so pushes it away. But the high-volume monostoic man, he doesn't rush. He docent him. He observes. He senses who waits because he's Uzeno set traction isn't Talaway show. Seto's hidden because it's real ... And if she's hiding how Sheffield's a boo, that alone is a sign thought of vetoed something deeper. Vanzerface level interest. Sod question your worth. Don't chase after clarity. That time will reveal. Instead, remain calm, remain grounded, and let Heron Orgy show you're hot. Her words won't because eventually won't bebble to highlight. Now, if video had something in you, if it gave you insight you've never heard before, but helped you finally doit a certain woman may be feeling, Don't leave without doing one small thing. Tap that like button, not further, but to tell me your annual. Human woke actually gets it. Hit subscribe if you're ready to leave by hint surface. Level dating advice and step into a deeper understanding of malapsychology traction and stoic masculinity. Don't click that bell icon so you don't miss what's coming. Next, because here on Stoic Paradox, we don't play games. We master the inner world. And if there is a woman in your life right now who's been sending mixed signals, it's confusing energy or emotional puzzles, let me know and I read everything. I respond when I can, and I always keep it real. Remember this? Real connectionist, it tit. Subtle, it's emotional doits, stoic. And once you learn to read between the lines, you'll never gain mistake distance for disinterested dot. Until next time, stay calm, stay clear, stay grounded. At This is Andu Vahastas. A level Mossman never reach heel. See you in the next one.